What's up, Otakus? It's another edition of Otaku Reads His Comics. And, it's had a lot on the mind recently. And um, obviously, a lot of things are kind of in flux. If you've been following my channel, you kind of know what's going on. Um, but yeah, I was looking forward to these sessions where Otaku reads his comics, where I dig into my library, a lot of book, and kind of either read it like in front of the camera or have a digital version up. But um, yeah, it's always cool to engage with your collection, the collection that you've built, that you hopefully enjoy and love. And I was really looking forward to that. But now with everything in flux, I'm kind of like racing against time, knowing my collection may not be what it is in the coming weeks or months, or we'll just see. We don't know how this thing is going to turn out, but for the most part, I'm just I have the prospect of having to get rid of my collection, and it's something I don't want to do. I'm not looking forward to it, but we're at that point, and it's just taken all the excitement and air out of this this little session here, that we're hoping to do every Monday at 9. So uh, until we actually get rid of books and they cycle out, we're going to try to do this, try to maintain, at least get through the Superman stuff. I doubt I'm going to be selling off the Superman stuff anytime soon. But you know what I mean? It's just, we just don't know how much longer this time together reading books is going to last. And same holds true for my weekly top 10. My weekly top 10 is sort of a recap of the week's news and kind of prioritizing it through the lens of my collection. So just pull books and talk about news that happened. Fun list, fun. But I always was limited to what I had in my collection, which if you compare it to other collectors in the community, it's not really a large collection. But now that even that prospect has been somewhat diminished by just knowing that we're trying to get rid of books now instead of pick up books. So yeah, it's just been kind of I don't want to say depressing, but it's just been kind of deflating. It's, I think, the best. And the only thing really keeping me kind of uplifted throughout this whole thing is the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Looks like we have a good shot at bringing a championship home, and just looking forward to that game in a couple weeks, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, we're going to get into this session of Otaku Reads His Comics. And let's just show you what we're proposing here. Actually, let me get the camera up here. So today we're going to be reading Adventures 498. Adventures of Superman 498. This is my newsstand copy. And I wish I could say I have a lot. Like I have this whole run. I don't. I literally have Funeral for a Friend, issue 1 and issue 2. The rest of the, I think I might have another random issue here or there, but for the most part, I haven't targeted Funeral for a Friend. And part of the reason, hey, what's up, Ron? thanks for thanks for joining, man. Glad you're here. Um, the there's a specific reason I haven't targeted Funeral for a Friend as like a priority pickup, and I guess the main reason being it's depressing. Funeral for a Friend, all eight the 8 issue little arc there. It's just Superman's dead, and it's just a lot of people grieving and coming to terms with it. And I wish I could say, not to say it was like badly written, but it was just, I don't know. It just kind of it didn't need to be eight issues. I get why they did it. They wanted to cover it through all the different Superman titles, give every character sort of a voice or um, their little platform to grieve and share their thoughts. But a lot of it was just there were poignant moments, but a lot of it was just kind of, I felt dragged out, and therefore I just didn't really enjoy this entire. And this goes back to when I was collecting as well, but I did go back and reread it as well as I got back into comics. And again, it was just as I'd remembered. It wasn't really a compelling read. There's some weird moments in it, and so for the most part, we are going to read this first issue, which I think sets the tone. But we're not going to spend too much time reading the entire series. I will kind of skip through and find some of the more poignant moments in the run. Namely, in the middle, there's some poignant moments. But we're going to read this issue and then the last issue, and we'll kind of be done with it, and we'll set up Adventures of Superman 500, which is when it really gets going into this next stage, sort of a more action-packed, dramatic turn of events that followed this tragedy. So here we go. Let's get into it. Hope you're ready, Ron. All right, let's see here. Funeral for a Friend, The Adventures of Superman, 498. I guess we have to do, well, yeah, we can do this. Sadly, there is little more to be done for Superman, but my compatriot Ice may still live if I can transport her to a nearby hospital. Lois, we're not going to take this Bloodwind guy's word for it that Superman's dead, are we? The kid's right, Maggie. I've never even heard of him before all of this. He's alive, Turpin. He's got to be. It saddens me, but I must concur with Bloodwind. I've been scanning Superman's mind, and there's nothing there. No brainwave activity, nothing. Oh man, if Superman's really dead, we'd better pray to God he put this doomsday thing down for keeps. I'm gonna poke it with my gun. You guys cover me, okay? Doesn't look like it's breathing, but hey, maybe it never needed to. Stand back. Did it move? It moved. Maggie Sawyer, order your special crimes unit to back away from the creature Doomsday. Put a lid on it, Champley. This crowd doesn't need any more excitement. Now, what do you propose, mister? You don't remember me. Well, I am Double X. and among my psychokinetic abilities is the power to read minds. Well, before it was filled with rage and anger. Now there is nothing. Let me go. Why are all you just standing there? We've got to do something to bring Superman back. Lois, even Double-X says he's dead. Superman's an alien, for crying out loud. We know his body differs from ours. He also hasn't exhibited any signs of life since he collapsed. As harsh as this sounds, we've got to face facts, Lois. Cat's right. We can't do anything. Maybe Star Labs has medical equipment that could... Damn it! Somebody's got to do something. We owe the man more than this. She's got a point. We're all standing around planning his funeral. Captain Sawyer, get a few medics over here to help. Ugh. His lungs are like steel tanks. All I've got doesn't even get a rise out of his chest. Here come the EMS guys. Anything? He's not breathing, but beyond that, it's hard to tell. Being invulnerable is going to make injection or an IV impossible. No discernible pulse. Ready? The defibrillator. Okay, clear. Foomph. Aw, Turbin, the old grunt. How many fellow cops have you seen cut down in the line of duty? It was never supposed to happen to him, though. What in blazes? Someone burnt to a crisp? Nah, this looks like a mass of scar tissue. Am I near him? Near Superman? Mother mercy, it's alive. Whoop! Ah, you big lummox, you're acting like a blamed rookie. Oof. I'll take care of her, Officer Turbin. Well, I'll be here. I am making a monkey out of myself in front of the young Lex Luthor himself. You want me to get a medic? They wouldn't know where to begin with my Supergirl, mate. We'll make it all better, my love. I crawled here to try to help Superman, but it hurt so much. Shh, no one can help him now, but we can help you. We've set the voltage level to the highest. And we're still coming up with zip. It's true. I mean, if we could arrange to have him hit by lightning or something, even that may not do the trick. Sawyer, any luck with Star Labs? Afraid not, Guardian. The city of Metropolis has been declared a federal disaster area. Communications are a total mess. Doomsday did a lot of damage before he took that 10 count. We keep this defib up, we're gonna melt the panels. Then melt the blasted panels, but keep at it. Hey, chill out. I was only joking. We won't stop till the MD takes over for us. Let's let them do their work, Lois. What's that, medic said? About a doctor? Superman never went to a physician, though I think Kitty Faulkner at Star Labs has examined him in the past. I'm thinking of the doc who treated him when Bloodsport shot him with that kryptonite bullet some time ago, and then again when the four-armed terror struck Dr. Sanchez at Metro General. Yeah, someone should contact Dr. Sanchez. Can't you call up Clark and have him set Lois away from all this? Gosh, that's right. Clark, I hadn't thought this through. Dear God, what about his folks? Did they see their son die on TV? I'm surprised Mr. Clark isn't here already. The whole world must have watched this mess via satellite. Miss Grant, the remote line's all set, and GBS will cut into programming when you're ready. Speaking of TV, Lois, look, this is going to seem rough, but you gotta snap out of this daze you're in. You're a reporter, a darn good one. This story needs to be told by you. Now we've all got our jobs to do. You're right. That's the Lois Lane I know. I guess that was directed at me too. I've got a whole roll of pictures that Perry will want to see. Metropolis is still in a state of shock over their champion, who, before collapsing triumphantly, stopped the monster Doomsday, ending the rampage that crossed several states, causing millions of dollars in damages. Paramedics on the scene are continuing efforts to resuscitate Superman. despite a report that a member of the Justice League failed to detect any brain activity in his fallen comrade. Dear Lord in heaven, Adam, your mom just said Superman was dead. Yeah, big deal. Most of us kids at school thought he was a big weenie anyway. Hey, I love this cartoon. Darn it, Adam, what's wrong with you? Psh. A man may be dead and all you can think about is your own pleasure. Superman was a friend to us all. I didn't mean nothing, Jose. Ow. You big jerk. Adam, wait, I didn't mean to snap, but you're not my father, just one of my mom's boyfriends. One of. Ah, Delgado, the kid didn't mean Kat's got more than one boyfriend. She's not like that anymore. That news about Soups blindsided me. Look at it, gathering dust. While Soups was putting his butt on the line for the city, I had my butt on the comfy couch, babysitting a selfish kid who cares only about no one else but himself. After my last outing landed me in the hospital, Kat begged me to retire, to put Gangbuster to rest, but it. So I guess that Superman wasn't so super after all. This has been a WMET news break. Why, you happy talking son of a. We now return you to Ratatouille, already in progress. Ski crush. Please turn it off, Jonathan. Again, a source close to the battle site has confirmed that no brain activity was detected in the Man of Steel. Fool doesn't know what he's talking about. What if they're right? We keep on praying to the good Lord for our boy, Mom. If only I could have helped him, Lex. Love, if I could turn back time, I would have sent you and Team Luthor in to help. Superman would have owed me his very life, and I never would have let him forget it. Now show me some spirit and use your shit-changing power to mend yourself, love. It will be painful, difficult, Lex. But for you, I would move mountains. I'm not asking for mountains. I merely want my Supergirl back. Ah. Simply amazing. Simply amazing. That was as difficult a change as I've ever experienced coming back from a near protoplasmic state. That accounts for the bruises and such, eh? I'll wear them as a tribute to the sacrifice Superman made in battle, Lex. This is too heavy, man. You think so, Murph? Imagine doing this without anti-gravity discs we put underneath Doomsday here. You boys look military, but if someone doesn't lay some paperwork on me, I'm going to order my guys to shoot. Spill your guts, Pally. You a spook? CIA? Not quite. Let's just say we're on the same side, you and me. We are authorized to take both Superman and the body of Doomsday. Over my dead body, Slick. Show me some paper on it. My agency doesn't do paper, Guardian. Tell them to release Superman into my custody. Perhaps we could resuscitate him at Cadmus. No, I don't trust his motives, Double X. Give me the use of power platforms to jolt Superman's heart, Westfield. Only on one condition. And if it fails, you'll help me put these two cowboys in their place. What are you getting at, pal? Miss Sawyer's a lady, bozo. I oughta. Dan, let me. Give the Guardian those power platforms and leave everything where it is. You've just brought yourself a lot of trouble, lady. We're wasting time, and I hesitate to call a cigar-smoking chick a lady. Give me your badge number. That tears it. Turpin, no, he's head of Cadmus. Oof! Like I care. And forget the badge number. Just remember Dan Turpin. Turpin. The boys call me terrible, though. I don't know why. Westfield's not going to take that line down, Turpin, but thanks. Jerk's curled up sucking his thumb now, Guardian. So go save our pal Superman. Dan's bought you some time, but how much will depend on how out of shape your boss is. You. Can you round up the other gliders and charge up your shock cannons? I'm the only one still functional, sir. We'll charge up. I need to figure out the next step. I have reached out to a friend who will know what to do. Professor Emil Hamilton and Bibalski. What's that you're dragging? It's an energy collecting unit to channel the shock cannon's beam into a defibrillator paddles. Yeah, well, he said. I'm ready, sir. I'm gonna do it. Hand me them paddles. I owe it to Superman. On account of he was my favorite. This bibble wears one of your force field devices. Yes, it will protect him from the electrocution. Guardian, I'm ready when you are. Let's bring the main man back, folks. Force field up, Bibowski. Gotcha, Harper. I'm ready for the first round. Are you certain you know what you're getting into, Bibbo? No one's gonna miss a pug like me if things go bad. You're a good man, Bibowski. All right, get those paddles ready. Now, Professor, now? Do it. Do it now, you son of a... Did you catch that? Superman's body jump. Do you think anything would jump with that much voltage pumped through it? My eyes must be playing tricks on me. I thought he'd twitched. One of you tend to bibble while I get ready the paddles for another jolt. Superman's condition is unchanged. There is no brain activity. I can go another round. Let me rest up a bit. Let's try it again, Professor Hamilton. I'll step in for Bibowski. I invented this force field belt, that'll protect the user as well as the paddles. Bibble left the field down a half a second too long. I'll do it. Is your Cadmus friend ready? Yep. Okie dokie, clear. Foomph. Damn, it ain't working. It's just so awful. I mean, the way everyone's crawling over everyone else to be the first to officially pronounce Superman dead, you'd think they were happy he died to save them all from this slow news day. Even Cat Grant's doing it. It makes me want to puke. We lost a friend, Mr. White, a good friend. That we did, Jimmy. We owe it to him to honor his memory, son. You know these pictures I took when Superman collapsed? I almost feel like destroying the negatives because using them seems like a violation of my friendship with him. Olson, one of these photos will serve to remind this city, no, the world, of the tremendous sacrifice one man made. His passing has left a great void in all of us, but we're still journalists, and we've got a paper to publish. Think of what Lois is going through. Clark Kent is among the hundreds missing in wake of Doomsday's destruction. Gosh, I guess you're right. She was pretty emotional over Superman dying, but Clark's her fiance. Click, clack, click, clack. Excuse me, my story's finished, Perry. Come on, Lois, I'll walk you home. Thanks, I'd like that. I'll take Jimmy's photo down to compositing, Mr. White. Great, Ronald. I can't speak for the rest of you, but I never really thought he could die. He cheated death so many times. It's hard to imagine never seeing his face or hearing his voice again, or taking his easygoing nature for granted. Don't worry, Lois. Mr. Kent will turn up. You just watch. You know how lucky he's always been. His luck ran out when Superman died. Let's not jump the gun, but if it is so, we'll make damn sure to keep both of their memories alive. I swear it. All right, we're going to jump now to a very special funeral. We're going to jump now to Funeral for a Friend, issue 4. This is sort of a national funeral, and the Justice League is leading the way in paying tribute, kind of laying the casket at a memorial setting. And Yeah, they drug it out. But I really liked issue 4. It is a poignant. There are some poignant moments here, so I do want to focus on this part of the book. So as you can see, everybody's gathered, and it's raining. This is where the League is kind of, they've buried Superman, and they're just kind of keeping each other, kind of being a support network for each other. And the part I want to get to is right here. I don't want to go to Clark's, but I have to. Each step takes more and more effort. The doorman try not to cry. The world mustn't know. Clark's apartment, fumbling for the keys he gave me, trying so hard not to cry. In an elevator ride that lasts forever, yet ends too soon. Don't cry, Lois. The last time I was here, don't cry, Clark and I. Oh God, he's yours now. He's never coming back. I'm alone, so terribly alone. Lois, we're here. Oh, thank God. Finally, I can talk to someone about all this. There, let it all out. Dear, we're here for you. For me, how can I dump this on two people who couldn't even attend their son's funeral? Don't you worry about Jonathan and me. We're here to help you out and to get Clark's things in order. I hope you'll let me help. Lana, we didn't expect you, but I can't thank you enough for coming. I'm going to skip this part. First off, Clark's body will never be found. Also, because researchers will be digging into Superman's life for years, I've already seen 3 new books about him come out this week. Do you really think that someone will discover the truth someday? That would just be plain awful. I couldn't stand a bunch of media vultures swarming over us looking for stories. No offense, Lois. None taken, Pa. But Lana does have a point. Even though we can all trust each other to be silent, someone will uncover the secret. And maybe there a slew of others as well. So be it. Our Clark wanted his privacy, wanted to live a normal life, and we have to respect that. Maybe the world thinks it deserves to know about Superman's life. Well, but it's up to us to keep it quiet. As far as I'm concerned, you two are daughters to us. I hope you agree. 100%. The world feels a whole lot more empty now, doesn't it? Hard telling what will happen, but we just have to have hope. Easy enough for us. I just wonder if Superman really did have a family somewhere. If so, I sure hope they're holding up okay. For Part Snatcher, it was a touch and go with so many people up there. We were afraid the mourners would hear the tumble drills. I take it they didn't. If they heard it, they didn't do anything about it. The mission is completed. The body is ours. Director Westfield. Good, then bring it to Cadmus pronto. All right. All right, so that was another important moment here. Jonathan, David, Kent, what in heaven's name are you doing way out here without your coat? It's freezing. Land sakes alive. Put on this coat before you catch your death. They've stolen his body, Martha. You know what Lois said when she called. She discovered it and broke the story. She swears she'll get him back. This is where the rocket brought him to Earth. He seemed so helpless then. I swore then I'd protect him, I'd keep him safe, but I couldn't. I just keep thinking how he said they all want a piece of me. Jonathan? Oh, Jonathan, not you too. Jonathan. Right? You getting it. That's a very good observation, Ron. There's a lot of Christ. I feel like in general, the Superman story is a, is a has biblical overtones to it. You know, when you look at Martha and Jonathan, right? Because Jesus is a miracle, right? In terms of the Virgin Mary, he's born to a virgin, so she's basically blessed with this child from God, and then she's um, like Joseph is just a person that kind of takes up the mantle of uh, being there for the Virgin Mary, and um, it just kind of has the same sort of overtones with this relationship of a Kal-El coming here as a baby and having these very um, kind adopted parents to raise him a certain way. Because without, I mean, these two people are the people that form uh, the character and identity of Superman, right? Because you could very well have had just like abusive parents and Clark turn out like some Homelander type character, right? But fortunately for us, that's not what happened, and it's showing the importance of this connection with humanity through these people here, these folks, and yeah, this is again depressing type stuff. You're just getting like all this bad news throughout the series, so it's not really like you don't feel good about wanting to collect this collect this run here. Just a lot of kind of trauma associated with it. So let's see, we're going back to this is the final issue, and then we'll end this session here. Martha, Mary, Jonathan, Joseph. Yeah. Clark, Christ. A lot of similarities there. All right, here we go. Funeral for a Friend, 8, Superman 77. And I just love this cover here. This is an issue I've been kind of I want it, like I came close to getting a copy of this, but it was a direct edition, so kind of was we're holding off for a newsstand copy. But yeah, this is definitely I think this is a key issue because it just sets up everything that's to follow. So let's get into it. Hate. Some say it is a waste of energy, a useless emotion that keeps one from achieving one's ultimate potential. But for Lex Luthor, a man whose accomplishments surpass the wildest dreams of most men. Hate is everything. Do it. For years, Superman had been Luthor's obsession, the one man in Metropolis who was more powerful than he. With his ring of kryptonite, Luthor reveled in the Man of Steel's inability to bring him down. It was a game to be savored, a game that is over. No amount of stand-ins and workouts can erase the memory of the man who stole his hand. Oh, sorry. And now, even in death, it is Superman who provokes his every move. A game that is over. No amount of stand-ins and workouts can erase the memory of the man who stole his hand. Superman was a constant, a challenge that made life worth living. And even though the ring's radiation claimed his original body, Lex Luthor has never felt more empty. You hired us to give you a top drawer training session, Mr. Luthor. Keep daydreaming like that, and you're just wasting your money. Oof. Nobody does that to me. Nobody. You have no bloody idea what trouble you. Oh, Lex, are you still in the gym? I know you hate to have your training sessions interrupted, but Miss Lane here insisted on talking to you. Hello, Lex. It's obvious you're not like your father. Good day, Lois. How so? If that overweight old power broker had ever been drop-kicked like that, he'd have the kicker put on ice. Good thing you're not like that, eh, Mr. Luthor? True, Sasha. How very true. What brings you here, Lois? Has there been any word on Mr. Kent? I'm afraid not. I want you to read the column I ran today before I trimmed it. A grand gesture to be sure, Lois, but why show it to me? Read it and I think you'll understand. This is an outrage. Project Cadmus has stolen Superman's body? They're going to cut him up for cloning, Lex. I'm afraid that if the full story runs, they'll just deny it and take him somewhere else. Right you are. Let me go to work on this. I'll get Superman back where he belongs and put Cadmus in its place for good. That's why I came to you, Lex. You're the only man with enough power to ensure that Superman gets the treatment he deserves. Thank God I didn't have to run the story. If the Kents had read my story about Cadmus having their son, there's no telling what it would have done to them. Code Blue. This man is in cardiac arrest. He needs attention stat. Get him into emergency. Martha, I just heard what happened. I think it's the stress that's been caused by what's happened with Clark, Jane. Jonathan hasn't been himself for days. I've been doctoring Jonathan for a long time, Martha. If anyone can pull through this, it's him. He's healthy as an ox. I hope so, Jane. I hope so. Because with my son gone, I just can't bear the thought of losing Jonathan too. What's his status? Pulse almost non-existent. Responsiveness gone. We're losing him. Now you listen to me, Jonathan Kent. You and I have been friends too long a time for you to check out on me. I want you to fight with me, Jonathan. We're going to take that old ticker of yours. After all, no sense buying a brand new truck when our old one will do. Always remember, keep your car serviced and they'll service you. Mr. Ross just bought himself a brand new four-wheel drive. And get it running again, Clark. That's because he never learned how to change plugs. He's a friend, but he doesn't know beans about taking care of his equipment. Yeah, but at least Pete doesn't have to ride around in an old bucket of bolts. You're kind of embarrassed to be seen riding around this old sweetheart with your old man? Oh, it's not that, but you know how it is. Sure I do, son. But remember, this old bucket of bolts, as you call it, will be a classic one day. Probably outlast me, come to think of it. We can't get him back. Get out the panels. Everyone stand clear. Get that shirt open. Wait, he's responding, showing some signs of life. Clark. These photos are exceptional, Wilson. Of all those who have photographed Superman, no one has assembled a body of work to rival yours. Thanks, Mr. Thornton, but I just have to say that I'd trade them all to have Superman back, agreed Olson. Superman meant a great deal to all of us, which is why Newstime wants to publish a special tribute issue. The Daily Planet is only too pleased to cooperate by letting them use some of your work, Jimmy. That's quite an honor. Your young photographer doesn't seem too happy, Mr. Washington. Maybe he thinks Newstime is wrong to do this? No, it's not that at all, Mr. Thornton. It's just that, I don't know, with Superman gone, these photos mean more to me now. I guess it just feels weird to be looking at them this way. This isn't an effort to capitalize on the man's death. It's a tribute meant to inspire Metropolis for tomorrow. You knew Superman far better than we, considering that your feelings in this matter. I say you should be the one to pick the cover photo that symbolizes Superman. Me? When I think of Superman, I guess I always picture him flying. That red cape of his really looked great whipping around in the wind. But I also can't help but think about his sacrifice. I guess if you want a photo that symbolizes all that, this one, it would be this one. Excellent. I've been this paper's photo editor for years, Jim, and I couldn't have picked a better shot. Thanks, Mr. Washington. Let's get these over to Newstime's design department, Washington. We have a deadline to meet. I'll show you to the door, Mr. Thornton. Still can't believe Superman is gone, and Clark is missing, probably dead. Those guys were a lot older than me, but they were still real pals. Guess I thought we'd all live forever, that I'd never have to worry about missing them. Almost ready, Sasha? In a minute, Wanda. Yup, you girls head to the pub without me, and I'll catch up to you. All right, first round's on us. You deserve it for handling Luther the way you did. That I do, but if he wants to test himself against the best black belts in Metropolis, he has to learn to eat Matt. That is of little concern to me. Lois. Lois? It's me, I'm back. Clark. Lois? Lois, are you listening to me? He came back to me once after he'd been lost in time. If only. Lois. I realize things have been tough for you since your fiancé passed away, but you better stop daydreaming. We're almost there. Oh, sorry, I guess I was just thinking about Clark. Hey, why are we landing? This is a dangerous mission, Lois. If you can't concentrate, I can't use you. I'll pick you up on the way back to Metropolis. Hey, this whole thing was my idea. You can't leave me here. It's for your own good, Lois. Damn, now I'll have to hike the rest of the way. Considering what's at stake, there's no way I'll cool my heels well. Wait, what's that noise? This area is wild. This area is deadly to risk dealing with us. Your reasons for being here had better be good. I thought the habitat area was peaceful. You guys don't look the part. We're outsiders. And you're... Look, I'm just passing through on my way to Cadmus. I have to get inside their installation. You're a saboteur. No, they have Superman's body, and I've come to take it back. As you should. Take my bike and then ride with Yango. He shall lead you through Cadmus's defenses. Good thing I learned how to ride cycles on those military bases I grew up on. We call Superman friend, woman. Prepare to ride fast and hard. Lead the way, Yango, but with the sophisticated detection devices Cadmus has, they probably already know we're coming. What the hell is going on here? The alarms are going crazy. Our electronics are still a mess because so many systems were shorted out in the flood. I think we've been breached, but I'm not sure where. We're almost in. Expect trouble. Fear the unknown. This guy's right. If Cadmus had the temerity to take Superman's body, they probably won't hesitate to kill us. I've got a lock on the intruders. They've just entered tunnel Z7. I've contacted all defensive stations along the way. They won't answer. All right, we're just going to skip through this because there we go. Not long ago, Lois Lane had embraced the notion of a life together with this man. They were engaged to be married, and the future promised infinite happiness. Now tomorrow can only bring the empty, aching sadness that comes with any man's death. Hurry, let's get out of here. Even a Superman's. How could it have come to this? We have to take him back to his eternal resting place. I don't believe this. He's not fighting at all. Do you hear me, Jonathan? If you want to live, you have to fight. Don't let your life fall apart this way, Jonathan Kent. His vitals are bottoming out, Doctor. Give me room. Every second counts. Give me room. Every second counts. You should pull through. Thanks to you, Superman. What's going on, son? Superman's just saved some guy. He's awesome. Clark, you've always saved everyone. Everyone but yourself. Why did you leave? Why did you have to die? Good, Lex has finally arrived. You're a little late, Lex. What kept you? My garbage disposal business had an emergency. You retrieved the body? Yes. Get us into the vault, girl. I'll get the new casket out of the truck. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of this woman, Lois Lane, and this man. Lois Lane, do you take this man to hold and cherish to you, to love and honor for the rest of your life? I do. What's that, Lois? Nothing, just saying goodbye. If you two wouldn't mind, I'd like to be alone for a few minutes to pray. You? I mean, of course, I'm sorry. Gotcha. So I win. I knew I'd bury you one day, you sanctimonious, self-righteous pain. I owned this town until you came along. That's the main reason I killed her, you know, that Sasha witch. I threw all the life from her throat with my bare hands just to prove to you that I was king again. If they find her body tomorrow, all the evidence will point to a janitor at LexCorp, an ex-con, no less. Of course he'll deny the murder, but no one will believe him. There wasn't a man on earth who could stop me from doing what I pleased, and if anyone dared interfere, they were given a one-way ticket to hell. And you can't do one blessed thing about it. You're dead. You're nothing. And I am back on top. Metropolis is mine again, Superman, and you are an empty, lifeless, withering husk. Breathe, Jonathan, breathe. Clark, look out. Don't leave me, Jonathan, please. It's me, Paul. Don't be afraid. Clark. Don't leave me alone. Well, there you go. That was, again, some depressing stuff, but it does get better. So, yeah, next session, we're going to read Adventures of Superman 500, and that's going to continue, set us on course, start the arc of Reign of Superman, which is really, I think, kind of peak 90s comic book goodness. Definitely is probably the most read comic book series of all time. I mean, you've got Absolute Batman kind of like in today's market, capturing a lot of attention and hype and having a lot of people pick up copies and whatnot. But I feel like it's kind of inflated in the sense that people are just buying multiple copies of the same issue. It's more like a FOMO investment type thing being driven by these seller influencers. And I doubt people are actually, I mean, I'm sure people are reading it, doing whatever, but um, in terms of the actual like interest, you know, uh, I don't think anything matches. First off, the death had a lot of people reading it, and then when you get into the reign of Superman, I don't think anything matches that because um, I just remember being so like amped up about um, those issues coming out, and they really had you on like sort of this, you know, trying to figure out uh, who the actual Superman is, right? And again, it just ends so brilliantly as well. It really it is um, one of those moments in comic books where at the time, again, as it was happening, you just were kind of in suspended animation of like what's going to happen next, who's who, what's what, and just having a going along for this fun ride because there's a lot of action, there's a lot of battling throughout that series, and so it's going to be fun to get into that with you guys. So um, stay tuned, join me again next week for Adventures 500 as we get into it. And for now, this is Otaku signing off. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Peace out.